G'day everyone, Ali here. Well, I'm going to make a Memorydex card for my new Heidi Swapp Memorydex roller that I purchased the other day. So I have been making some of these cards and I've been having so much fun. So I'll link up above here my video on my unboxing this. But today I'm going to make another card for my Memorydex spinner. Now these are the Heidi Swapp dies that are sold separately, okay, and if you haven't seen the video on the unboxing, be sure to check it out because I do talk about these as well. So I've got my Stampers Anonymous butterflies and my matching dies, so I'm going to use those. I'm actually going to emboss my card today, so I'm going to do the background, something a little bit different, and I have got some Kaiser Craft paper here also, so I'm going to use that. So first of all, I'm just going to cut this out. Now this is just normal cardstock in white that I'm just using. I'm just using some low tack tape here just to hold it in place. So today I'm just using my Kaiser Craft die cutting machine. It's over here on my table. Okay. As you can see, it cuts it out perfectly. So I'm going to use this little bit here for some butterflies as well, so just minimise wastage. Now I am going to use a embossing folder, and the one that I've picked is going to look like this one here. So it's a floral background one. It's very nice. So, and this is how I organise my embossing folders as well. So if you haven't seen how I do that, I'll link that up the top here also, or down in the description box if you're not on mobile. So we'll actually pop that in. Now I'm going to do it this way because if I do it this way, it's just going to cut off the edge here. So the Memorydex card does measure 10.5 centimetres, so that's why I'm actually doing it this way here. Okay, so I'll just pop that in. I'm just going to pop that through my Kaiser Craft die cutting machine and it will emboss. So that's embossed how I want it. So I'll just pop those away. And I find these Memorydex cards are really good because if you haven't got a lot of time but you want to play, it's really ideal. So they only take probably 20 to 30 minutes depending on what you want to do. So I'm just going to pop that one aside and I'm just going to work on my stamping and colouring. So with this I'm going to use a couple of butterflies. I'm going to use my Tonic stamping platform. Now I do need the rubber one, so I'll just turn that round so it says rubber. I'll just pop this on. Now, I think I might just go for the smaller sort. Now, I really do love these butterflies. They are great. I might just use that one there. Just so I can get them on the card, I think, actually. Let's see if I can go that way. Yep. So I am going to use my VersaFine Black Onyx ink because I will use my VersaFine clear embossing powder. I do love doing this technique because it ensures that my black ink will not run or go anywhere else that I don't want it to go. So, as opposed to a permanent ink. Now the great thing about a stamping platform is if it doesn't stamp good the first time round, okay, you can actually re-stamp it. So this is a nice juicy ink, but it didn't stamp as I would have liked, so I'll just, yep, it's heaps better. The VersaFine does stay a little bit wetter for longer, enabling the embossing powder to stick to it. And I do love this embossing powder because it is super fine and it is great. Now that's all done, and you can see the beautiful shine that it does have as well. So before I cut these out, I'm actually going to use my gelatos. I haven't used my gelatos for ages, and today what I'm going to do is I'm going to use them as a paint. So I'm just going to put some water down, and I think I'm going to use some pinks and purples for my first one. And this is really nice and easy colouring as well. Now with the dies actually will cut right up to the edge of these ones. So, and I do love using my gelatos, but I just don't tend to use them anywhere near as much. Okay, so just do the purple, or the pinky purple it is, so it's a bit of a darker purple. Now I think I will actually introduce another darker colour as well, because it's not as dark as what I'd like it to be. And because gelatos are water based, you can actually mix your colours. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll work great. So you can actually feather as well. Which I love the idea of feathering. And nothing's perfect in nature as well, so you can actually, or everything is perfect in nature, and it's how you create it as well. Okay, so that's that one there. So I'll just clean that off. Okay, now with my other one here, I think I'm going to do blues and greens, I think. So I'll do the green on the inside, I think. Oops. Just clean my brush. That's not very good. So I'm going to do the green down the bottom here. Like so, and then I'll just clean that brush. So what I'll do is we'll just cut this out. Just going to dry this off first before I do cut it. Use my Sidekick machine here as well, so I always tend to get these a little bit mixed up. Now, because these are going to cut very, very close to the edge of the stamp, just take your time to line those up. Okay, that's that one. And then I think this is the one. Yes, now it will cut off the antennas on the butterfly, but that's okay. I'm just using some low tack tape just to keep that in place while I do cut. And I will cut these out one at a time. Oops, that's that one. That's that one there. There you go. So I was a little bit off on that one, but that's okay. Just a little bit of imperfection. This one's done perfectly. Okay, but I'll show you how to cover this up. Okay, so just with the black pen, now I do have a black pit marker, but I've misplaced it. So I've just got a black felt pen. Now you'll see that the white bit on the side here will still be showing, and that's the core of the paper. So I'm just going to just cover that up, and I can actually fix any imperfections. Okay, so when you go around the side, just make sure all of that is done. As you see with this one, I do have a little bit showing, so I'm going to do the same thing, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to just colour that little bit that went outside the stamped area where it cut. So, but also, so on this side, I'm just going to run it around, just like so. So there's a little bit of card there showing as well. Just to colour that up, and there. And you will never know. So that's how I actually just cover up my little mistakes. There you go. Okay, so that's done with this. I'm just going to slightly go over the raised area, and I think I'm going to use my archival ink for this now, and I think I might use just my fern green. Just have a look to see. Fern green. So yeah, I think I will use that colour there. And all I'm going to do is just run over it just to enhance the raised embossed areas on this, just like that. And it doesn't matter if some of it gets onto the background, that's okay. Okay, now I'm also going to use the library green as well, and I'm just going to go round just the edge, just like this. Just like so. So I've got my butterflies. I do have a Craft pack, and at the back you will have heaps of sentiments and so forth. So I'm going to use, let's have a look. I think there's only those ones. Yep. So I think I might use, maybe we don't remember the days, we remember the moments. So I'm just going to cut that out because this is going to be my focal point here. Even. There you go. Just with that, I think I'm going to use black as well. So I've just got some archival ink. Oops, archival ink here. Just once again, just to get rid of that core on this edge, and then I'm ready to pop all this together. Now you might think I'm putting it upside down, but when my Rolodex spins, this will show here. Okay, so just going to move that over. So I'm just making sure that my placement is okay, just like so. Now with this, what I think I might do is glue this down, but I'm going to pop these up with some foam tape. So I'm just going to use I'm going to use my clear. Like so, and I've got some nice thick foam squares here which I'm going to use to prop up each wing. Just to give it a little bit of dimension there as well. So There you go. And that's my card done. So I'll just pop this on here. There you go, so another card finished. So I hope you've enjoyed this video today. If you have, please give me your thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to hit that little notification bell also. And until next time everybody, happy crafting. See ya!